The Holiday Inn Express of Pittsburgh has flexible meeting spaces, complimentary internet access, a free hot breakfast bar in the morning, and an indoor pool that the whole family will enjoy. Come book a room at the newest hotel in Pittsburgh, the Holiday Inn Express.
The Gorilla baseball squad head into the series finale against the Emporia State Hornets. The Gorillas won the first 2 games of the series on the Friday night doubleheader, while they look to get the clean sweep over the Hornets, while Emporia State will look to scrape out a win before they head back to Emporia. Tanner Cairns took the mound, boasting a 2-1 record for the Hornets, while Brendan Stanek took the rubber for the Grills with a 2-2 record. After a leadoff walk, Brendan Stanek would avoid any trouble by retiring the next 3 Hornets to finish the first inning unscathed. Joven Afner would reach second base after an error by the Hornets, setting up a runner in scoring position with 1 out in the bottom of the first. As Afner would reach third as Josh Whistler grounds out to first, but Afner would be the first Gorilla left on base as Hunter Clannon would strike out to end the inning. Stanek would go 3 up, 3 down on the Hornets with a strikeout to complete the top of the second. The bottom of the second had a promising start for PSU as a leadoff walk, a Dallas Reed base hit that put runners on the corner would be followed by another walk as Tyson Cushman would reach first to load the bases with 2 outs, leaving it up to Colton Pogue to score the runners, but he would hit the long flyout as the Girls would leave 4 base runners stranded in the first 2 innings. Those deserted base runners proved costly and came back to haunt them as the Hornets made their mark in the third as Garrett Francis drops a sack bunt, advancing Max Laney to second, followed by Max Goings' infield single, putting runners at the corners. And Mason Brown would get the infield single to third base, scoring Laney as the Hornets put the first crooked number on the board. The Hornets would plate another run on an error by the second baseman. However, Dallas Reed would gun down Emporia State's attempt at his second run with the tag at home plate to stop the bleeding as the Hornets lead 2-0 headed to the bottom of the third. Grills would have their shot on the fourth as Reese Garvey slapped a leadoff single past the first baseman. However, the Grills would leave 2 more teammates on the diamond as Tyson Cushman grounded out to short to end the 4th inning. Grills would shut out the Hornets in the 5th after a stellar pickoff at first from behind the plate by Josh Whistler for the 3rd out. The 5th inning would be the breakthrough for the Grills as Colton Pogue would crush the no-doubter over the left field fence to bring the Grills within 1 after the senior from Blue Spring, Missouri's solo homer. Bottom of the 8th, Hornets lead 2-1 as the Grills would try to cut their deficit. Reese Garvis would put the Grills in great position to do so with the leadoff single. However, Mason Brown would hose down Garvis' attempt to steal as an infield pop-up would end the 8th inning for the Grills. Nick Brown would take over the mound for Stanek, who would finish with an impressive 8 innings, 0 earned runs, and only 5 hits allowed. Brown got off to a shaky start, hitting his first batter, allowing a single up the middle, all followed by a pass ball, putting runners on second and third with no outs. After intentionally walking Tate Cassins create the potential of a double play, Max Laney would take the bases loaded walk and earn the RBI. 3-1 Hornets. Brown would settle in though as he would retire the next 3 Hornets batters to minimize the damage, keep his squad in contention headed into the bottom of the 9th. The Grills had their work cut out for them, but it looked like they were ready as Dallas Reed smacked a leadoff double down the third base line for his 3rd hit of the day. However, the Hornets closer Mason LeClair clamped down and struck out the next 2 Gorillas batters, leaving it up to Colton Pogue as he represented the tying run with 2 outs in the 9th inning. But after an incredible 11-pitch battle, LeClair would prevail with the strikeout over Pogue as the Hornets avoid the sweep from the Grills with a 3-1 road victory. Despite 8 well-pitched innings with no earned runs, Brandon Stanek would pick up the loss, dropping him to 2-3 on the year, as Tanner Cairns for the Hornets picks up his 3rd win of the year. The conclusion of this series marks the end of the Grills' 15-game home stretch as they head to Warrensburg, Missouri this Friday to play the Mules of Central Missouri.
Visiting Pittsburgh in the near future? The Comfort Inn of Pittsburgh is the place for you. Comfort Inn offers friendly customer service and a cozy, welcoming room. Wake up to a hot complimentary breakfast every morning, enjoy the indoor pool area year-round, and keep in touch with your friends and family with the high-speed internet. When staying at the Comfort Inn, you can feel at ease knowing your satisfaction is the most important thing.